Everyone, it's Jeremy from Tulum, Mexico. I'm talking to you today from the beautiful beach, Playa Paraíso. We're at Hotel Ical. As you can see, the environment here is stunning. I just wanted to make this video just to share some of my insights into becoming an expat. I left my life in London just over a year ago and came to Playa del Carmen and Tulum. Just wanted to share some of the things that I've experienced here, how my life was like in London, what prompted me to change, what I'm doing here in Tulum now, how I make money, how I invest, and some of the little bits and pieces that you need to know. I hope that this video helps some of you if you're thinking about relocating, if you want to escape the rat race, if you're sick of the 9 to 5, bored of your office job, bored of the weather and your friends and everything getting you down, and you just want to come out to pastures new and try a new way of living. This is what that video is all about. So if you want to subscribe, we release videos weekly, learn a little bit more about investing in Mexico and also being an expat. And without further ado, let's get started. To start, I'd just like to share a little bit about what my life was like in London. Came up through the conventional route, you know, went to school, went to university in Manchester, north of England, did economics and finance. I wanted to work in banking, get an office job. Straight out of uni, became an accountant, working for one of the largest accountancy firms in the world. Then I went into banking, worked at some of the top investment banks, and did a stint in Hong Kong as well, did 18 months there. So yeah, I did all the things that I wanted to do from an office perspective, but the London lifestyle, let's say, started to grind me down a bit. I think you fall into the trap of you know, living for the weekend. You're working 12 hours a day or sometimes more, 60 to 80 hour weeks, and as soon as the working week is finished, you just go out and get drunk. And I wanted to kind of escape that lifestyle. I think everyone that I sort of hung around with was doing that to differing degrees. I didn't feel like I was really growing as a person. I wasn't really experiencing new things, and so I decided to look at other opportunities. Then really, like a godsend, COVID hit, and it really forced you to sort of be inside and reflect upon your life. Everyone was working from home. It was pretty bleak and depressing. It was very difficult, and so I sort of made the decision to leave. I had one vaccine, and before I got the second vaccine shot, I decided to go to Texas for a month with my friend. And in order to get into Texas, we had to stay in Mexico for 15 days. So we stayed in Playa del Carmen, and I met some cool people there, really enjoyed the lifestyle. Then after 2 weeks in Playa del Carmen, I went into to Texas and Colorado and Utah, and did a little bit of traveling there, and then came back to Playa del Carmen and set up my base there for a few months. So I did 6 months in Playa del Carmen before coming to Tulum. And all throughout my time in Mexico, I was just meeting new, really interesting people. I really liked the pace of life. I loved being near the beach and being out in nature and just having more time to myself. And I had some money that I'd saved from flipping real estate in London, and also investing during COVID. I invested quite heavily into stocks and options, and so I had quite a lot of cash that I was able to sort of come out here and consider retiring. And then I met Tulum Land and Property, who I work with now, and I just started digging deeper into the real estate market in Tulum and realized that it was expanding rapidly. Prices were quite low. You could buy a beautiful villa, 4-bedroom villa with a swimming pool for $500,000, which was something that you can't even think of in London or America. So that really attracted me. And then the second thing that really attracted me was the high rents. So quickly after speaking to clients in the real estate game out here, we were learning that people were paying up to $17,000 to stay 4 nights in a 4-bedroom villa in Tulum. And that got me thinking, you know, if they're paying this amount of money, there must be some real value here, a unique proposition offered by the accommodation out here. So just a few things I like about Tulum. I mean, the first thing is the beach. It's absolutely fantastic here. The beach at Tulum is nicer than the beaches in Cancun and Playa for sure. If you just imagine your dream picture of the Caribbean coast with palm trees and beautiful white sands, that's exactly what you've got here. The second thing is the weather. The weather has been absolutely perfect here. Even during rainy season, hurricane season, the hot and humid season, it's absolutely perfect for me. I love it. I remember I used to wake up in London and look out the window and it was just always grey, always rainy. And here, whenever I look out the window, the skies are always blue and it's always sunny. Even when it rains, it just passes over. It's the Caribbean. So definitely the beaches and the weather. The third thing has been the people. I've met some absolutely fantastic, like-minded people here. There's a lot of young people here. People typically come here to find themselves. I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but they come here with an intention or to escape their former life. And, you know, being completely honest, that's exactly what I did, trying to look for a better way of life or a different way of life. People always assume that it's dirt cheap to live in Mexico. However, in Tulum, especially in the hotel zone, there are prices that are similar to what you'd expect to pay in Miami for certain restaurants and certain drinks. And so, you know, accommodation in Tulum, depending where you live, can run about $1,000 a month. And then you, depending on your lifestyle, you could probably spend another $1,000 to $2,000 on just living costs alone. So you could comfortably live in Tulum for about $2,000 a month. In terms of income and making a living here, really having a salary job here is not very common. So this place is really popular with digital nomads, people who like to invest in real estate like I did. So, you know, some of my clients have vacation rental portfolios, and they earn passive income, and that pays for their lifestyle here. Other areas of opportunity are starting a business here. Tulum is it's in its growth mode. So there are lots of areas for businesses that are needed in the community and in the city. So you could come out here and start a business that is commonplace in your hometown, and you can do it here, do it well, and you'll make a good income from that. So what I did was I bought a villa out here, did some research on villas, and villas command a high premium because of the big groups that come to Tulum, bachelorette parties, groups of couples, etc. And I bought a villa, remodeled it, and I'm renting it out for $700 to $1,000 a night, and that's how I earn income here. People always ask me, how safe is Mexico? It's a big recurring theme. The US tend to put out a lot of negative media that Mexico is a dangerous place. You only have to watch Netflix to see all of the narcos, all of that kind of stuff. But for me and my friends, you know, we haven't had any issues in Mexico. It's a place where you have to dress, you know, humbly. You can't go around and be flashy, otherwise you're asking for trouble. But then I would say that's the same in any country. Anywhere you go, you need to be quite humble and be aware of your surroundings. So we talked a little bit about my background, why I left the UK, why I like Tulum, why I came here, the cost of living, the things that you need to sort of know as an expat, and how people make money here. If you're interested to learn a little bit more about my journey, or some of the things, the thoughts and feelings that I've mentioned here have touched you, and you're a bit more curious about exploring that, then click the link below to schedule a call with me or one of my team, and we can talk a little bit more about real estate investing. And thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.